So it'll be like 7 videos until we get to see the perspective of Kumo again. Fucking whatever. This is mildly interesting. Human Demon Great War 2, Desaro Fort. In the Desaro Fort, the shooting of intense magic was developed. Yeah. The human who controlled the Desaro Fort is the Elder Ronan, who's the best human magician besides the elf. Well, yeah, if he's the best human magician, he's the best human magician. You don't have to involve that the elves are better. Ronant, whatever. And it's the Elder Ronan, his apprentices, who have been deployed. It was good to say that the humans' best magic combat group is concentrated in this fort. On the other hand, the demon army is the 6th army led by Huey. Huey is also the leading magician in the demon armies. Naturally, the Army Corps... Army Corps. I think it's Corps. Right? That's how you say that. Army Corps. Yeah. The Army Corps, led by Huey, are also good in magic combat. The fight was rivaled. The humans make the best use of the geographical advantages to fight against the demons who are superior in race. Demons using their own power, humans using the geographical advantages, both were excellent. However, the flashy shooting of magic is just a pretense. Both were planning to fire great magic at the timing that becomes the trump card. In the large-scale war, the army clash with another army, and anti-army great magic has an important meaning. Those magics exist among the high-rank magic, as if the magician... And if the magician is not excellent, it can't be activated alone. Therefore, some assistants that have magic formula assistance skills will assist the magician and transfer magical power to the magician using magical power transfer skills. Then it becomes possible to use for the first time. And in the case of large-scale magic formula to that extent, it can only be seen by a first-class magician who has magic formula perception. As long as the magician knows what kind of magic the opponent tries to shoot, it's possible to intercept or defend. Gathering magicians or all kinds of attribute is indispensable to move the armies. Therefore, even if the great magic is proud of its tremendous power, it's often prevented when it's shot casually. Because the great magic has intense consumption, it can't be shot many times. To make the great magic effective, the magician must bring out the power exceed the opponent's expectation and penetrate the defense, or complete the magic formula construction at the speed that the defense can't be made in time, and fire it, or outsmart the opponent. It's necessary to satisfy one of that. However, the power is not something that can be raised easily. The speed of the magic formula construction is also the same. If a person becomes a magician that can be called first class, the speed will roughly become similar. It rarely succeeds unless both opponent is quite low rank. Then, there's no choice but to outsmart the opponent. The use of the anti-army magic is the way to drive the great magic into the opponent, and in order to drive in the great magic, it's necessary to read the opponent's great magic and make sure that the great magic of oneself is not read. The backfight, where both plans are read, is the true battlefield of the Army Corps that remains in magic to fight. It should be like that. When Huey noticed the fact, the situation had inclined considerably. Huey, who also has the high ability as a magician, has concentrated on reading the opponent's great magic rather than commanding. It was right if it's the usual. However, the opponent is the experienced magician who's called as the best in the humans. Huey, who has the child face and looks youthful, and he's a demon who has longer life than the human, has lived for a long time. But still, the opponent this time was bad. Elder Ronan uses the great magic... Ronan? I think I said Ronan before. I don't remember, actually. Elder Ronan uses the great magic as a decoy to snipe with low-rank magic, gradually reducing the demon's army forces. Elder Ronan uses his apprentices have devote themselves to study the way to raise... And his apprentices have devoted themselves to study the way to raise the power of low-rank magic. Usually, the power of low-rank magic doesn't go that far. It's because the magic formula can't endure the power, and it's impossible to completely surpass the opponent's resistance with a magic that has low power, no more than an injury. And that common sense was broke by Elder Ronan. He has devoted in studying and strengthening of magic formula. The strengthened magic formula can use stronger magic, and the raising of the low-rank magic power that can't be done so far becomes possible. As a result, it's possible to inflict a fatal wound to the demons who have high resistance, even if it's low-rank magic. Elder Ronan trained his apprentices by using this method, and they were able to draw out higher power with the low-rank magic. The magic attack that's thought to be faint actually had fatal power. And Elder Ronan uses great magic to the limit that can't be perceived as a decoy to make Huey to concentrate it there. When Huey noticed it, the damage at the level that can't be ignored began to appear. Damn! Huey-sama, the withdrawal! Huey thinks. If he withdraw here, will that Demon King forgive him? Impossible. When it's that Demon King, it's impossible. The enemy's damage is insignificant compared with the damage here. It's hard to say that he has achieved the quota. Then the compensation for the amount will be demanded. The Demon King is such in existence. Withdrawal is impossible. Why? Damage will only increase if this keeps up. What's impossible is impossible. The adjutant, yeah, doesn't know the circumstances. Because he doesn't know, he can speak of withdrawal. I will use the great magic. Assistance. Even if the great magic is used now, it's meaningless. Withdrawal. Assist me. The surroundings fall silent to Huey, who doesn't says yes. Assist me quick. He gets enraged and stamps the ground. This was the last action taken by Huey. A sniping magic from a long distance pierces Huey's forehead. The high-power sniping that aimed only at the general accurately. The Elder Ronins attacked after seeing through the enemy's confusion. It was a long-distance sniping magic that can even rival the great magic if one were to judge it by power, magical power, and the difficulty of magic formula construction. Huey's life comes to an end by the mysteries of Elder Ronins. Yay! So the humans aren't completely doomed. So we have one win for demons and another win for humans. What are our odds here? What do we got? I don't know. I'm rooting for the demons.